Okay, so after 61 years or over 60 years of independence,
Yeah.
what do you think will need to be done, or what do you think has to be done
You see,
to salvage the situation?
we had the best of opportunity when Nigeria went to war, the civil war, but we didn't learn anything from it. Although the head of state then, General Yakubu Gowon, made a speech, and part of it was that no victor, no vanquished. But that's just on the tip of the tongue, because we know what actually happened. Some people were left behind the door. Yes, we are all together, we are one, we are this, we are that, but some people were never brought into the kitchen where the food was being cooked. And that is why the Igbos today are saying it's our turn. We must be president of this country. And that was what led to somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, trying to take power by force. That, look, if we are talking about this thing without it being listened to, we can go it our own way. So, sort of blackmail the country. Do you understand? And then to make the matter worse, you now have some people who have it in their mind that the country actually belongs to them, that they are the overall lord and rulers. And that is why some people feel that they cannot be questioned, whatever they do. You have the likes of Miyetti Allah questioning sitting governors. Why must they make laws on certain things in order to protect lives and property of the people in their own jurisdiction? Miyetti Allah, that is just an association of cattle breeders. So it's simply because they feel that they own the country and that nobody can call them to question. So, and that was what brought about people like Sunday Igboho, who felt that, look, what rubbish is this? So if you think you are violent, everybody has this modicum of violence. So we can all go all out and unleash violence on one another. But that will not make a country prosper or work.
Which, of course, now led to people now raise the issue of restructuring, which also brought about controversies.
Look, when we want to restructure, we are not yet there.
In fact, let me ask, what do you think about this restructuring? What is this restructuring that people are actually talking about?
Well, it's a pity that some people, before they get to power, they talk about restructuring. But after getting the power, they said, now explain to me, what does restructuring stand for? Or what does it mean? But we are only deceiving ourselves. That's why I have said the country has never been united and we are only deceiving ourselves. We all know that this country needs to be restructured. Even think of it.
But you said we are not there yet.
We are not there. I will tell you why.
Okay.
Recently, the Senate said there could not be equality of gender in this country. Yes, between man and woman. So what makes man superior to a woman? Is it because a man can marry 2, 3, 4 wives? What makes you superior and makes the other person inferior? No, think of it. So we are not there yet because we got our independence from Britain. Britain at the time was ruled by Margaret Thatcher, a woman that was even described as Iron Lady. Go to Israel, you have Golda Meir, a woman who ruled Israel successfully. But we have all men, all kinds of, a senator had the effrontery of bragging in the house that he had
3 wives.
Yes.
4 wives. And he brought them.
Yes. So what has that got to do with Nigeria and its legislative duties? So when you now talk of restructuring, how are we there yet? How are we there yet?
So when are we going to get there?
Look, listen. We're only going to get there, one, if we do away with this kind of mindset. And when I say we, the kind of people that had those kind of mindset. But tomorrow, if the table turns, if the man or the people who say there cannot be gender equality in this country, if it comes from them, we have had in the House of Rep, the speaker being a lady. Patricia Ete had been a lady. Yes. So if a lady could be the speaker of the House of Representatives, what stops her from becoming the president of this country? And what is the balance or whatever, the measurement to now say she doesn't qualify to be an equal to a man. In today's world, a lot of things that are being done by men are equaled or even better done by ladies. Am I lying? So, but when you have this mentality, which is born out of culture and religion, then we are not there yet. And Nigeria can never get there, be on our feet amongst committee of nations. Yes. Because when we think like this, we have defeated ourselves before we even start.
And going forward, I am a generation, you're a generation, but in this generation, I've seen precedent, but for this current one that we have in Nigeria, I don't think I've ever seen accusations of nepotism against him as loud as anyone, as any other president. Do you think that
this current president of Muhammadu Buhari,
yes,
he has been accused of being nepotic?
Yes. So do you think that's right? Do you think that's fair?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not a matter of just take an inventory of the way appointments were made. Yes.
Despite the Federal Character Commission.
What is Federal Character? Even within the Federal Character Commission itself, it doesn't work out. Where you have the chairman and the secretary coming from a particular section, which is a negation. So
what do you suggest for citizens of Nigeria to do to salvage their future as far as fairness, equity, and justice is concerned?
First of all, let people get educated politically. Yes. We are not talking of tribe. We are not talking of political parties. We are talking of your right and your dream of making this country work. There was a time in this country when nobody was actually interested in who became the president or what, because everything was going well. Maybe because some people say ignorance is bliss. Maybe because the people then were ignorant. No. But because at least the kind of atrocities that are being committed today were not that pronounced as of then. But today, things are different. And more so, it's an internet age whereby nothing whatsoever is hidden. So you get it done, it gets exposed somewhere, somehow.
So for the guys that have said that Nigeria should separate, or for the ones that have said their region wishes to separate, do you think it's the right time to make that call?
Why can't we do it like they do in Switzerland? Okay. Switzerland is not ruled by any part, and it's ruled by all the parts. In your own part, you do your own thing. It's a bit, I don't want to give wrong statistics of how things are done there, but I do know that they don't speak one language.
In Switzerland?
Yes, they don't. And it's made up of different people. And they run different kinds of government. But it's a country. And they do it together.
So how were they able to achieve that? And seeing that we also are people of diversity?
That is something that our people do not want to understand. You are who you are. I am who I am. So have you heard of some people being called morning people and some people being called evening people? Some people cannot function well in the morning time. They can't function well in the morning time. This is as a result of several research carried out into why some people function better at different parts of the day. That's why they call some people morning people. In the morning, some people, they can do a whole lot of things. But by the time the day is getting older, their productivity tends to
diminish.
Yes. Not in terms of age, just within the day. And some people, towards the afternoon or late evening, they are at par. So they are called morning people and evening people. So if that could happen to just an individual, that is why it could happen to a whole block of people in a country. Anyway, I don't know. As I am saying, we are not yet there because we are not serious about getting there. Yes, we are not serious about getting there. Nigerians are always proud of this country, especially when a Nigerian does something that is commendable anywhere in the world. Take Akim Olajuwon, take Aliyu Jelani, the one who